Good morning, it's Sunday in Paradise, and our roof guys have shown up to work on that leaky gutter. This hidden gutter inside of here, as most of you probably know, been leaking since we got done with the project. They've been in here several times to work on it. My understanding is they're going to pull that plastic gutter completely out and replace it with this, which will be flashing that tucks back up underneath the existing roof panels. I am absolutely stunned that my builder's going to this extent. I never thought I would get service like this in Thailand. Honestly, I'm just being honest. I'm very glad we are. And once again, I'm going to say it. I'm very fortunate that we picked P&D House to build our house. As you can see, this guy's got a P&D House shirt on. So this roofing company does a lot of work for P&D. Oh, he's got two guys here with P&D. Oh, well, this is the roof guy. He doesn't work for P&D. He's got his own business. But they do a lot of work for P&D, so they must have got in on the shirts. I'm going to actually get up on the roof with them today and see what they're doing. I haven't been up there. I mean, I've looked over the edge of it at it, but I haven't literally got up there and seen what's going on. They're going to have to unscrew the roof, lift the panels, get that thing tucked back underneath there, which is what I said all along was the problem, is the overhang on the roofing isn't over top the gutter enough. They just kept trying to get up under there and seal it up. But... And I don't want to add also, this is the only issue we've had with this whole house build so far is this leak. And these roofing guys did not do this. He had his concrete blocker guys, the ones that built the pump house for me, put this roof on and put that gutter in. I think when they ordered the roof panels, they just didn't order them long enough. They ordered them to the length of the framing and not allowing enough overhang over the gutter. That's my opinion. I'm going to get off the camera. We're going to get up on the roof here once they get set up and see what they're doing. Or at least be peeking over the edge. I don't want to get in their way, so I don't be up there walking around if they're trying to lift roof panels. Okay, so we're on the roof. Looks like they're going to pull all the panels. You can see they added good flashing on the edges there. But here's the culprit here. As you can see, the roof is barely over the edge of the gutter there. This one here actually leaked one time right toward the center, but I'm guessing it's the way that flashing is put on there. But it was like a sideways wind when it did it. There's my solar panel for my patio light, my Lanai light. I just hope we don't create a problem with these. Pulling these screws out. We haven't had any leaks anywhere except right here on this gutter. So this worries me a little bit. And I might add that it's 24 Celsius when I come up here, which is about 75 degrees sunny. On the roof should be nice, right? But this guy's wearing a jacket. This metal is a styrofoam back with about 2 inches of styrofoam on it. But it looks like they bent it in a couple places walking on it. First rain we had leakage along both ends, and then they come up with this flashing on them. That took care of that. Then they've always had the problem here, as I've said. They've added two downspouts they added, thinking it wasn't deep enough, which I said right from the beginning too. I didn't think it was deep enough. Guy's got real nice brand new sneakers on up here. You can see those fields out there are laid down rice. This first one and second one look pretty good, but third, fourth, and fifth one pretty much all laid down. Not sure why they haven't started harvesting. It's yellow enough. They harvested those yesterday and the day before, all the way down through there. A little bit green in the corner here yet. And there, I don't think that one's quite ready. In a couple more days, but this is ready. That's ready. You can see way down there, the green one. right, we're going to get off here. When something actually changes and looks different up here, we will let you know. Try not to fall off here today. I like how they don't even bring ladders with them. They just expect me to be home and use my ladder. I don't care if they use it, but they never call ahead, so they just expect me to be here, I guess. All right, we're back on the roof. I got down for a little bit, had a little bit of Paradise tea, and brought a piece of cardboard up because they were banging the hell out of my concrete edge here. I already chipped some paint off. But they just pulled the first panel up there. Not sure what they're looking at. I don't really care for how they did this. They actually, let me find one underneath me here. They actually run the pipe up through there and then ran the flashing on top of this. So there's a lip here which creates a puddle in here because it's got to flow uphill to get up into that flashing that's above the bottom of the gutter. Because as you can see, there's water still sitting in here and it hasn't rained for a week, but I think just the moisture coming down off the roof in the mornings, the dew goes into there because every morning it's dripping down there. And I think it's because of this pooled water up here. I would have bought the actual pieces that go in the gutter to tie the drain in. In fact, that one looks like it is because you can see that drain is recessed down. This is one of them they added on after the fact. Because it originally had 3 drains and they took it to 5. But they've got that first panel pulled out. It's sitting on the top of the wall over there. But I don't know if they got to pull all this out at one time or what. I don't know. That freaking roof is probably full of lizards. I'd just stack them right on top of here. I just lay it down, ain't gonna hurt nothing. This guy on the edge, man. I'd be freaking out. I'd be afraid I'd fall. But he does this shit every day, so. The CP&D house has started a couple new houses in the last couple weeks too, so I think they're still doing pretty good. They've been busy all year. I don't know how many houses they got going now. That's the way, I like it. You can see right there, there's water on top of that. This end piece clear down in the corner, and that's where it leaks all the time. You can see the top of this beam is wet over there and rusty. So, which tells me, that, yeah, look at the rust marks on the end of the, you probably can't see them on the camera, it's too far away, but you can see rust stains on the insulation there. That water's running back under it and getting up on top of the beam and coming down the back side, which is exactly what I said I thought it was. Piece over in that corner leaks just about every single time. Well, first off, that gutter isn't near as deep as I thought it was. They cut the whole top edge of that gutter off for some reason. Because that gutter was like this deep. It was a nice deep gutter when it was down on the ground. But it's only 2 inches deep right there. That ain't enough to keep up with these downpours. I should drop a wire in for a light over this countertop when they get this off here. Just drop a wire in there. Drop it to the roof there and drop it here. I think I'm going to do that. Let me think about that quick. So I could put a hole in the sheetrock out here, run the wire over, and then how could I get it tied in down below? Yeah, this gutter's way too shallow now that I see it torn apart. I'm going to get down and think about this light because I wanted to hang some lights over that countertop and put a switch down there. So let me get down there and think about this. So it looks like they're adding some structure here to probably screw that flashing into, I'm guessing, and then set the panels on top of that. And I put the wires together. I was going to wire a couple lights over my counter. But as you can see, they're putting their steel right on top of there, and I can't turn the electric off to wire it because they're using the electric for the welder. and it's all on the same circuit. And as soon as they're done welding, they're going to put their flashing right over top that electrical box that I need to get to, right where the orange wire is. That's the one I need to get into. I got the wires all wired together downstairs. I just need to poke a couple holes and drop the wires in and wire it up. So I rigged up a wire. I wanted to punch a hole in the ceiling here, a hole in the ceiling there, and then one right there, so I can hang my lights that I made. 2 of them right over top this countertop. But all I need to do is punch 1, 2, 3 holes, one for each light and one to bring down a switch. Open up the box there and tie the power in. The problem is they're using the power to weld up there. When I'm done welding, they're going to cover up my box. So I'm not going to be able to get to it. But I got it all pre-wired. That would be a light. This would drop down to the switch. So all I got to do is knock the 3 holes in there, drop those through the roof, the ceiling, open up that box, and wire that into the existing wire. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do it. All right, so the guys are on the roof. They've got the steel all in place. They're ripping out the old gutter now. And I had Sampe go and tell boss man, hey, when you get 5 minutes you can spare, I want to shut the power off and put these wires in. So he said, okay, ready. So I went up, and I'd already went up there and pre-marked these holes from the top. And all I did is measure out from the face of that column 85 and 185, because this is 15 here, so from here it's evenly spaced across the counter. And now I can put my 2 lights up there whenever I get time. And then that wire will get some of that surface mount plastic wire hide stuff. I don't know what you call it. Surface conduit or whatever. And we'll just run that down there and put a switch right here. But like I showed you, I had it all pre-wired, so all I had to do is go up there, drill the 3 holes, pop the lid off the box, wire it up, and put the lid back on. That was it. Took what, 5 minutes? Oh, I'm sorry, 7 minutes. Probably would have took 4 minutes, but that freaking steel is so hot up there in the sun, man, you can't even crawl around on it. Freaking hot. Let's go stick our head over the wall real quick so I can show you where they're at, tearing this gutter out. I don't want to get in the way of the boss man there, so let me wait and see what he's doing. He's cutting something. So you can see my white wire just laying on the roof. I didn't put conduit on it. Don't need it. But as you can see, they're tearing out the old gutter, and I was concerned earlier. I commented I was concerned that those roof panels are going to set up off the steel and be a gap under them. Well, they're over there notching out every panel so that the back of the panel will sit down on this steel. So they're notching the insulation to drop down over that. And I didn't even have to say anything to them. They did it on their own. I'll say it again. I think I got pretty lucky when I found Duke. P&D House. Anybody's looking for a house builder in Sisaket. I will update you when they start getting the flashing up here and put the new gutter in it. Okay, so they got the first piece in there. It looks like he's doing the downspouts the same way, just bending the sheet metal over into the hole and then gluing it. But this is a good idea here, having that lip flip back. That way any water that does get up there is less likely to get up there. So this should fix it. And for some reason, I was thinking they were going to notch out for each of those pieces of steel, but they're taking the whole end off it to allow for this flashing. But I had a voltage drop. PEA dropped to 20 volts for about 10 minutes, and we lost it completely for about a half an hour. I don't think it slowed them down though, because they still had plenty of these to work on this shit. But as soon as I got it on, he pulled this cutter out to start retrofitting these pipes. I was hoping they can get out of here by 4:30 or so, because I want to go. I'm supposed to go meet Ozzy Mark, his sister, and his brother-in-law in Cantilac for a couple beers at the market this evening, but I can't leave with these guys here, so hopefully they'll be done by 4:30 or so. so we can be over there around 5. But nothing we can do. We didn't know they were coming. We made the plans, and now we'll just have to play it by ear. I already notified Mark that these guys might run into our time. If these guys wouldn't have showed up today, I'd have went to town and got another pot, maybe like that, and just set it back here somewhere and put that in it and not worry about fish, or just move the goldfish over here. So I'm not going to get any more fish. These things will breed, and I'll have more fish than I need to know what to do with. Plus, it's pointless if I can't get these plants to grow and keep the water clean. This one mystifies me why it's still dirty, cloudy. Oh, now they're trying to fit the pipes in here. I just really hope they don't create a problem along these ends where it wasn't leaking. I was telling Sampet the problem is we're headed into the dry season. It's not going to get tested till like way next spring now. I mean, we might get a couple rains, but it ain't going to be one of them torrential downpours. Hey, my bananas are turning yellow. You ready to eat them suckers tomorrow? Well, they're harvesting that field over there. Oh, and they did the one back there. I didn't even notice. I know they were out here working last night, but I thought they were on the other side of the trees, but they're right there behind the salah. And I see a machine running on the other side of the trees too. Another week or two, this thing's all going to be gone, all the rice. They'll be nasty ass brown until June. All right, they stopped and went to lunch for about 45 minutes. Let's go up here and see what they got done. They got all the metal up here, the flashing stuff. It looks like they got one piece left to put in. They get that piece in, get everything screwed down. Well, they probably won't even screw these. I wouldn't. I'd just put that top shit down on top and screw it down through it. I would put some silicone between the sheets, though. Well, looks like they're going to get into my beer time with Mark. That's what it looks like. Almost 2 o'clock now. I need to head out of here about 4:30 to get over there at 5. If they're cleared out of here by 5, I'll probably call Mark and see if he's going anyhow, because I think they'll go there anyhow, because his sister and brother-in-law are in from Australia. So he'll probably go to the market anyhow. So if they're out of here by 5, we'll call and see if Mark's still going. If he is, we'll probably meet him over there anyhow. All right, time to do a checkup on our guys. Getting a few clouds in the area. I hope it don't rain until I get my roof back on. They waited because the forecast is saying no. So looks like they're just getting ready to start putting those on. Maybe. Oh, he hasn't got the end of that trimmed yet. This guy's been trimming all day. It doesn't look like these are done yet. Damn, I wouldn't think it'd take that long. Cut it across and rip it off there. Doesn't have to be neat. Anyhow, they waited about a week because they wanted to make sure the forecast was good in case to make sure there wasn't no rain. There was 0 chance of rain, and there's almost 0 today, so should be all right as long as they get it back on. I think once they get all these trimmed and get done under here, the rest of it will go back together pretty quickly. It's just slap them down, screw them back in. I'm just hoping all the screws seal up on the roof panel there, because those washers have all been smashed out already. So that bothers me. I'd have liked to see all new screws on it, but if it leaks, he's going to have to fix it. A lot of noise up here. Sounds like they're starting to put the roof back on. Yeah, they don't have any screws yet, but I imagine I'll lay the panels down and go through and screw everything. And I think this guy's still working on the end pieces. So if it was me, I'd be ripping a bead of silicone right along this edge. I know it's a long ways back there and probably won't need it, but oh, he's sealing the overlap, which I'd have did that before I put him down. but that's just me. So they didn't pull these off. That's cracked open there, though. I don't know if he can seal that or what. Now this is all pulled loose. He's going to have to reseal this. I just hope they don't create any new leaks, man. All these screws being double tapped really worries me. And like I said before, these rubber washers being flattened out. I wish they'd put all new screws in it, but it's their call, not mine. All right, we'll come back and check them in about a half an hour, see how they look. It's morning in paradise. The roof guys left right before dark last night. They have to come back today. I think they didn't have enough flashing material or something, but anyhow, they got to come back in today. So they said be in here at 9 o'clock. So they were here so late, we didn't get to go see Ozzy Mark last night at the market. But I don't think they'll have that much time here today. So if it looks like they'll be fairly quick, I'll get a hold of Mark and maybe see if we can meet over there today. I don't think I mentioned it on camera yesterday, so I'm going to today. We went to the market on the 9. My pH jumped on this again. So I put a little pH down in it yesterday. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but you can see even these here are starting to die off. Everything was doing so well, and now all of a sudden, boom. But we went to the market. The fish supplier didn't have any of the bug-eyed fish. So I picked up 2 more of these goldfish, but they're smaller ones right here and here. And we'll get the bug-eyed ones next time she gets them in. And you also notice I got these fluorescent green, fluorescent red, and there's some yellow ones in here too, right there. Picked up 6 of those because they were like 3 for 20 baht or something like that. So we picked up 6 of them. So we have 3 different species of guppies. 1 in here, 1 in there, and 1 back there. And we have at least 3 different species of fish in here. 2 in there and 3 back there. So I think we're done buying fish once I get the bug-eyed ones. But that nursery, you just saw the video this morning. That nursery in Kanthalak, we didn't show it on a video, but they have a really nice water feature there. I'd like to get one, but they're kind of big. And I don't want them sticking clear out in the walkway back here. But I was thinking if I got those, it's like a waterfall type thing with a pond at the bottom. I was thinking if I got that, put that under here, then I could just put goldfish in the pond at the bottom. And get this concrete thing out of here and just forget about the guppies under here. Maybe set up another pot up here where it gets sun or out back or something. And go with that. And I'm going to have to do something different here too, because this pot isn't big enough for this big old water lily. And you can see it's adversely affecting it. Not having these down in the water. They're drying out. So I'm going to have to do something with that soon or I'm going to lose it. Just don't know why I struggle so much with these damn things. Everybody else seems to just take a pot, put water and plants in it and fish, and they just walk away. And everybody I've talked to, like, oh, I don't do nothing. Oh, I don't clean out. No, I don't do anything with it. But you walk by them and they look healthy, like healthy ecosystems. More like this. But I'm struggling with this. This thing still hasn't settled out. It's still cloudy water. And I just don't understand why. Now, as you can see, my lily has opened up. This is the one I'm growing. Has opened up 4 leaves. So that's looking okay, but like I just said, these are all turning yellow now for some reason, and here. Now they're getting direct sunlight, just like that one. The only difference is the pH, and I don't know why the pH is different here. Because both these were set up exactly the same with all pond water. Look here. That piece there is dried out of the water like that. So whatever's beyond there is probably going to die. Oh, that's this. That's why it's dying. That piece is dried out. Well, I'm probably going to lose that because that's dead for sure right here. So let's just get rid of it. That sucks. Get these things down underwater. Because this one looks healthy. This is the original one I had out in the Salah. I had that almost a year, but so the bugs ate it up out there. This is why it looks really scraggly, but I'm getting some dead pieces in here. Not sure why. Some pit said I was watering it too much, so I quit watering it twice a week and went to once a week. And then it really started looking bad, so I'm back to watering it twice a week now. I'm going to go ahead and water everything twice a week except these 3. These are hers. I'll let her deal with those. This is the pool of death here for plants. The fish are doing okay. I don't know where all the babies went, though. I haven't seen babies for a while. These guys are waiting for their morning snack. Fish blood meal in the mornings. So I'm going to get off here, give these guys a little snack, and then I've got some video editing I need to do. Bananarama 3. This is Paradise Bananas Harvest 3. I didn't know it, but some pit had them in a box because I took the jar and put that plant in it, but these are ready, so we're going to sample these little buggers. They look a little bit green, but we'll try them out. They're nice and fat and firm.
So I can see them? Yeah, order 2 then. Okay, we're going to get 2. We'll just put them in the ground outside instead of...
They don't taste green at all, even though there's a little bit of green in the... Aroma. William, that means delicious. Very good or very yummy, however you want to say it. Okay, no more Bananarama. We'll just let you know when we harvest them. So word on the street is they'll be done in a few minutes. I see a cord dropping down and I see legs. So we're going to go up and peek at it real quick before they get out of here. Yeah, they're packing up. Boss man. Ooh and ah. Yeah, see, they did it on the sides too. They tucked it in. Sealing everything back up. I feel pretty good about this one. See, as long as they get those overlaps right there sealed up, I think they're good. And where they run the pipe down through the hole. But we did confirm it is a 2-year warranty on the roof. And it's both roofs, even though he didn't install this one. I think if the house roof fails, this guy will stand behind it. If this one fails, it's on Duke, because Duke's guys put this one in. But anyhow, it doesn't matter to me as long as it's covered. So, yeah, Mark, we were messaging about whether it was going to get tested. So I guess I got another 1.5 years, so should be good. I got a bunch of gutter supplies for sale. I asked him if he thought we need to put that on the house. He said, no, this will be okay. So, actually, I'm going to keep that because I told some pit, if I build that parking thing out back, I'll put that on there and we'll collect water back there in one of those big Thai pots, just because I think they're so damn cool. Also, we'll use that water to water plants. Not sure why, just more work, but it's kind of just cool. All right, so I've contacted Ozzy Mark and see if they're available to do that beer at the market today, because these guys are, like I said, they're wrapping up already. They've only been here about 1.5 hours. They didn't have all the supplies last night, and it was getting dark on them, so they had to come back today, which is fine.